And I was like, oh, and the real world, an asset backed by the real estate market is considered to be strong, but in the unpredictable crypto world, real USD's collapse may make market players question other projects with such fundamentals. Another day, another DPED. At the time of writing, USDR, which was supposed to have a $1 paid and redeemed using a 1-to-1 DAI minting, had fallen 53 cents. According to CoinMarketCap, the decrease represents a 44.43% decline in the last 24 hours. The slump may, however, be surprising to holders of the stablecoin. That is not just because of its presumed solid fundamentals. On 10 October, Tangible DAO, the team behind the yield-generating stablecoin, put out a post on X, formerly Twitter, bragging about how properties have been added to its treasury. Usually, statements like this instill confidence in holders. In some cases, it even goes as far as enticing new participants, especially it seems transparent. Unfortunately, not many would have predicted that doom was near for USDR. Fundamentally, ReaUSD does not just base its tokenomics on real estate. Instead, it claims that the project flourishes on a value accrual system designed to bring 5 to 10% APY to USDR holders. Like USDT, Tangible's native token TNGBL also crashed. CoinMarketCap, the value of the token was $3.42, a 49.57% slump in the last 24 hours. Tangible's antics seem unclear. TNGBL and USDR's crash seems similar to the USD and Terra Luna collapse of 2022. Recall that the founders of Luna were culpable, and on-chain data seemed to confirm this USDR bias. First, Emperor Osno, a crypto research specialist, advised USDR holders to consider exiting their positions. This was because the asset had become highly illiquid, and the DAI support seed had disappeared overnight. USDR is signed major DPED. Everyone holding USDR should consider exiting their positions. The asset's backing lists are highly illiquid, and DAI backing appears to have been disappeared overnight. Emperor, October 11th, 2023. A thorough assessment of Tangible's treasury showed that there was no DAI in it. The now illiquid asset left was $6.2 million insurance fund. For all indications, the Polygon-backed project collapse seemed like a case of prearranged rug pull. For context, as a short form of pulling the rug out, that is, a rug pull occurs when fraudulent developers tempt unsuspecting investors into what appears to be a legit and lucrative project. When investors have trusted the project enough, the developers disappeared with the liquidity provided, leaving their holders with little to nothing. However, Tangible DAI is called to deny being involved in any form of deceit. According to the project, USDR DPEG was a result of the aforementioned redemptions. Alongside liquidations of its real estate asset and taxing. Taking a cue from this public, while the current challenges, the DAI noted that the project was working on a solution. To start with, Tangible mentioned that it would liquidate its protocol-owned liquidity and insurance fund assets and make it available for affected investors. It also disclosed that it would then launch a pool of tokenized real estate called baskets. According to Tangible, baskets would be a vital component of USD's redemption. But it also highlighted that it could be a slower path to liquidity for its users. As we've all seen, USDR's super users hate back. Over a short period of time, all of the liquid DAI from the treasury was redeemed. This led to an accelerated drawdown in the market cap, combined with the lack of DAI for redemptions and liquidation timing on Tangible, October 11th, 2023. Although the project encouraged its users to filament out of USDR as TNGBL revival drain, most were not having it. For me, the public statement was similar to Terra Feather, do quads, steady legs, deploying capital, reinsurance before man, and USTC, all went down the drain. Meanwhile, most of USDR holders have started to turn their losses. According to Polygon Scan, there was a surge in the number of USDR to USDC sweeps. Hence, it is likely that the stablecoin ban could drop lower than $53. And with that, Tangible's movement showed that it still held 32.85% of USDR's total supply, valued at $8.16 million. In a related development,
Tom One, research specialist at 21 Co, gave his insights on the USDR DPEG. According to One, using illiquid assets to back liquid assets is a wrong move on Tangible's part, so it was unavoidable for DAI liquidity to run out after change of attention took place. By USDR DPEG despite being fully backed, using a liquid asset backing liquid asset is 100% backed. 50% of them come from stablecoins and the remaining comes from real estate. Where is a bank run? Huge reduction of USDR is stablecoin liquidity in Tom 1, October 12, 2023.
At the time of writing USDR, which was supposed to have a $1 to $1 peg and redeemed using a 1-to-1 DAI minting, had fallen to 53 cents, according to CoinMarketCap. The decrease represents a 44.43% decline in the last 24 hours. The slump may, however, be surprising to holders of the stablecoin. That is not just because of its presumed solid fundamentals. On the 10th of October, Tangible DAO, the team behind the series yield-generating stablecoin, put out a post on X, formerly Twitter, bragging about how new properties had been added to its treasury. And usually statements like this instill confidence in holders. In some cases, it even goes as far as enticing new participants, especially as it seems transparent. And unfortunately, not many weathering, but after you notice, if you're translated, fundamentally, Real USD does not just base its tokenomics on real estate. Instead, it claimed that the project flourishes on a value accrual system designed to bring 5 to 10% AP to USDR holders. Like USDT, Tangible's native token TNGBL also crashed. According to CoinMarketCap, the value of the token was $3.42, a 49.57% slump in the last 24 hours. And what's the best problem, Mitt? When you think about agency, and you could come back and talk about Taro, but I think I mentioned that Taro was a diarist, that undertaking several confirm this USDR bias. First Emperor Osmo, a crypto research specialist, advised USDR holders to consider exiting the positions. This was because the asset had become highly illiquid, and the DAI support seemed to have disappeared overnight. USDR has suffered a major depeg. Everyone holding USDR should consider exiting their positions. The assets backing this are highly illiquid, and DAI backing appears to have been disappeared overnight. Emperor, October 11th, 2023. A thorough assessment of Tangible's treasury showed that there was no DAI in it, and the only liquid asset left was a $6.2 million insurance fund. From all indications, the Polygon-backed project collapse seemed like a case of prearranged rug pull. For context, as a short form of pulling the rug out, a rug pull occurs when fraudulent developers tempt unsuspecting investors into what appears to be a legit and lucrative project. When investors have trusted the project enough, the developers disappear with the liquidity provided, leaving their holders with little to nothing. However, Tangible DAO has come out to deny being involved in any form of deceit. According to the project, the USDR DPEG was a result of the aforementioned redemptions alongside liquidations on its real estate asset and panic selling. And while admitting to the current challenges, the DAO noted that the project was working on a solution. Now, to start with, Tangible mentioned that it would liquidate its protocol-owned liquidity and insurance fund assets and make it available for affected investors. It also disclosed that it would be launching a pool of tokenized real estate called baskets. According to Tangible, baskets would be a vital component of USDR's redemption. It also highlighted that it could be a slower path to liquidity for its users. As we've all seen, USDR has suffered a serious depeg. Over a short period of time, all of the liquid DAI from the treasury was redeemed. This led to an accelerated drawdown in the market cap. combined with a lack of DAI for redemptions and liquidation timeline on real. Tangible DAO, October 11th, 2023, and once them, although the project encouraged its users to follow it on the USDR and TNGBL revival journey, most were not having. For many, the public statement was similar to the Terra founder Do Kwon's Steady Labs deploying capital reassurance before Luna and USTC all went down the drain. Meanwhile, a host of USDR holders have started to count their losses. According to Polygon Scan, there was a surge in the number of USDR to USDC swaps. Instead, it is likely that the stablecoin value could drop lower than 53 cents. Even at that, Tangible's wallet showed that it still held about 32.85% of USDR's total supply, valued at $8.16 million. In a related development, Tom Wan, research specialist at 21CO, gave his insights on the USDR DPEG. According to Wan, using illiquid assets to back liquid assets was a wrong move on Tangible's part. So it was unavoidable for DAI liquidity to run out after a huge redemption took place. Why USDR DPEG, despite being fully backed, using a liquid asset backing liquid asset, USDR is 100% backed. 50% of them come from stable coins, and the remaining comes from real estate. When there is a bank run, the stablecoin liquidity in the Desktop One, October 12th, 2023. Even at that, Tangible's wallet showed that it still held about 32.85% of USDR's total supply, valued at $8.16 million. In a related development, Tom Wan, research specialist at 21CO, gave his insights on the USDR DPEG. According to Wan, using illiquid assets to back liquid assets was a wrong move on Tangible's part. So it was unavoidable for day liquidity to run out after a huge redemption took place. Why USDR DPEG, despite being fully backed, using a liquid asset backing liquid asset, USDR is 100% backed. 50% of them come from stable coins, and the remaining comes from real estate when there is a bank run. Huge redemption of USDR. The stablecoin liquidity in the average. And I'm Tom Wan, October 12th, 2023.